The year is 1888, and Japan has fallen into darkness. Demons now walk the earth, preying on the souls of men. When the sun sets, they must hide. A father, his wife, and 2 children desperately search for a way out of Tokyo. But all roads lead to the Temple of Light, sanctuary where prayers will save them from the monsters outside. They join thousands of other survivors, making their way through the haunted streets. But the closer they get to the temple, the more attacks they face. Can they overcome these horrors and restore light to Japan? Or will they be lost to the darkness forever? This is the Book of the Dead. Our story begins with a close-up of an old wooden door. It's slightly ajar, revealing a dusty room on the other side. The camera slowly pans across the room until it spots a small opening at the back. We can hear a soft whisper coming from the other side of the wall. As we peer through the opening, we see a young boy sitting in a far corner. He's only around 7 years old and he's shaking uncontrollably. His name is Taro, and he's hiding from the darkness that's fallen upon Japan. We shift to a wide shot of Tokyo at night. The sky is filled with dark clouds and the streets are eerily quiet. Suddenly, a large demon leaps from a rooftop, chasing after a lone woman. She screams in terror as she runs for her life. Back in the small room, Taro is joined by his younger sister, Hanako. She's only 4 years old and she looks up at her brother with innocent eyes. Taro tries to comfort her, but he's just as scared as she is. Their mother walks in and scoops Hanako into a tight hug. She tells them not to worry because their father will protect them. Just then the door bursts open, and the family's father, Masaru, rushes in. He's dressed in traditional samurai clothing, and he carries a katana at his side. He kneels down and tells his children there's no need to be afraid. Then he gently strokes his wife's hair and promises that everything will be all right. As the family huddles together, they discuss the demon that's been terrorizing the city. Apparently, it's one of many creatures that have emerged since the sun set. The family knows they must leave their home and join the other survivors heading to the Temple of Light. According to legend, the temple is protected by divine powers and the demons cannot enter. However, the journey there is fraught with danger, and many have already lost their lives trying to reach it. With the first rays of sunlight, Masaru opens the door and steps out. He tells his family to follow him, and they begin their journey. Through the deserted streets, they come across a group of people who have also decided to flee to the temple. Among them is an old monk named Bosatsu. He's been observing the family and believes they have great strength inside them. Before leaving, the monk hands Masaru a small cloth bag and tells him it will help guide their path. As the group makes their way through the city, they come across a large building with its windows smashed and its roof caved in. The place is clearly abandoned. The group decides to rest here for the night and make their move early in the morning. As they settle in, Hanako becomes frightened by the sounds of the night. Her brother Taro tries to calm her down, but she's too scared to listen. Masaru reassures her that the demon won't find her if she stays quiet. But suddenly, a loud crash echoes through the building. The group huddles together in fear as they wait for whatever has caused the noise to pass. But then they hear footsteps approaching their hiding spot. In the morning, the group is shaken but unharmed. They decide to move on quickly so they can reach the temple before nightfall. As they travel, Bosatsu warns them that the demons grow stronger the closer they get to the temple. So they must be prepared for anything. Suddenly, they hear a loud roar and turn to see a massive demon charging towards them. Its eyes are filled with rage, and its claws are extended. The group scatters, trying to escape the beast. Bosatsu tells the family to run, and he holds off the demon with his staff. The creature swipes at him, knocking the staff out of his hands. It lunges for the old man, but just then Masaru leaps in and cuts off one of the demon's arms. The creature roars in pain and disappears into the forest. The group takes a moment to catch their breath, then they continue on their way. Soon they come across a river that's swollen from recent rains. The bridge is too damaged to cross, so they're forced to wade in. As they struggle to stay upright in the current, a second demon appears and taunts them from the bank. Taro lets out a loud yell and charges at the creature. The demon swipes at him with its claws, but Masaru jumps in and deflects the attack. The demon lunges again, but this time Masaru is ready and slices off one of its legs. The creature disappears with a final roar. Reaching the other side, the group collapses in exhaustion. One of the women with them, Yuriko, is injured and needs help. Take her to a nearby house and tend to her wounds. When they look up, they see the demon that attacked them standing in front of them. It lunges, but Taro pushes Yuriko out of the way and takes the full force of the blow. The demon swipes again, knocking Masaru to the ground. It raises its claws for the killing blow when suddenly light appears behind the family. The demon recoils in pain and disappears. When the light fades, they find that Taro has disappeared.
No.
In his place is a katana and a note addressed to his father. The note reads, "You don't have to feel guilty about what happened to me. My death will protect your family and bring light back to Japan." With heavy hearts, they bury Taro in a shallow grave and continue on their way. As they travel, they're beset by visions of Taro, who encourages them to keep moving. Finally, they spot the Temple of Light in the distance. With renewed hope, they pick up their pace. Suddenly, a horde of demons appears, blocking their path. The group stands back to back, preparing to fight. But just as the demons are about to strike, the light from the temple envelops them and banishes the creatures. Inside the temple, they find hundreds of people praying for salvation. A kind old priestess welcomes them and tells them to join the others in prayer. As they pray, the priestess approaches and tells them the time has come. She leads them through a series of tunnels until they reach a large chamber. Inside, golden light pours from a statue of a mythical bird. As they step into the circle of light, their wounds vanish and their bodies become lighter. The priestess tells them they've been cleansed and are ready to return home. Outside, the sky is filled with light and the demons are gone. The family embraces, happy to be reunited. They know that Taro's sacrifice has saved them and brought peace to Japan. They head home, eager to start their lives anew. The camera pans up to show the sun rising over the mountains. A new day has dawned, and with it, hope for the future. This concludes our story of the Japanese family who survived the demonic invasion. Their courage and sacrifice brought light back to their country and banished the creatures of darkness. Till next time, may the light protect you from the shadows.